another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Now today, I want to talk about an interesting subject that a watchmaker announced a couple of days ago. And that is the fact that they're boycotting the Swiss-made label and not including it on their dials anymore. Now you guys may have seen a previous video of mine, and if you haven't, I'll link right up top here to what Swiss-made actually means. And I talked about how the brand Shinola got in trouble with the FTC by saying their watches were made in Detroit when it didn't really fulfill those requirements. Now, before we get started, customary wristwatch check, I am wearing the Swatch System 51. And I'm actually wearing it for a particular reason. And if you guys want to know why, wait until the end of this video where I make a little channel announcement. So anyway, a watch brand boycotting the Swiss-made logo on their dial. What watchmaker is it? Well, of course, it's one of my favorites, H Moser and Sia. Now, H Moser is a very high-end independent watchmakers, fully in-house, mainly gold pieces, something very similar to like a Voutilainen or FP Journe. And they're run by a very young CEO named Edward Meilhan, who's actually one of the pioneers in today's market. I think if anybody is doing marketing right and, running a brand correctly, it's definitely Mr. Meilhan. So essentially, in my previous video, I explained for something to be Swiss-made, 50% of the value of the piece needs to come from Switzerland. And it's a little bit more complicated than that, so watch the previous video to learn more. But the Swiss government just announced a new regulation that they're upgrading that and bumping it up, so new watches need to be 60% of the value from Switzerland to be able to use the Swiss-made moniker. Now, while some people might think that's a good thing, and essentially, it really is a good thing because it's a bump up. H Moser thought it simply was not enough, and they are now going to boycott the Swiss-made moniker and will no longer be putting it on their dials as of January 1st, 2017. And they've even gone out and stated that they're going to make the most Swiss watch ever created, and they claim that 95% of its value is going to originate in Switzerland, and that's going to be shown at SIHH. And you know what, guys? I say bravo. I'll give you guys a little golf clap, because I think it's been skewed for far too long. It's been taken advantage of for far too long. And a brand like Moser that makes their own cases, their dials, their movements, all in Switzerland, they really are a Swiss-made watch, where, as I've spoken about previously, a lot of parts don't necessarily come from Switzerland. They come from China or Asia, stuff like sapphire crystals, some movement parts, some cases, straps and bands, even some of the labor. And people can get around, that and put Swiss-made on the dial because 50% of their piece is made in Switzerland, or 50% of the value of their piece. And that's a little shady. It's one of the many facets of this industry which is definitely not correct. So, you know what, H Moser, I think you guys are doing the right thing. And this is not the first time H Moser has been kind of embroiled in the news, kind of fighting against the industry. You might know them from their famous Swiss Alp watch video, which is when the iWatch first came out, the Apple Watch. They made kind of a spoof commercial making fun of smartwatches. So H Moser is definitely not a shy brand, and they speak their mind. And you know what? I think we'd be better off if a lot of other brands, especially high-end brands, would stick up for their product and do stuff like this. So once again, bravo, I think you guys are doing the right thing. Now, quick little announcement, and the reason I'm wearing the Swatch System 51. I am going to Miami tomorrow to visit some family and spend my holidays in the warm weather, because right now in New York, it's absolutely freezing and there's still snow on the ground, at least here in Brooklyn, where they don't plow as often as Manhattan. So yeah, I mean, I'm wearing the watch because I'm gonna bring it down with me. You guys know it's one of my fun Miami watches. And also, my videos may be a little bit behind. I'm definitely releasing this one today, the day you guys are watching it. And most likely, I won't release my next video until either Friday or the coming Sunday. And I might skip a little in between. So I really do apologize, guys. It's just, I'm taking a little vacation here, but I'll definitely be back. I'm not disappearing. The Federico Talks Watches channel will remain. But of course, if you want some cool content when I'm not uploading, check out my Instagram account. That's at Federico Talks Watches, link in the description below. And let me know, guys, what do you think of this move by H Moser? No doubt to gain a little publicity, but, in my opinion, it's the right move. What do you think about it? Leave a comment in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. It really does help, and it ensures that you guys don't miss any further videos that I come out with. Thank you so much for sticking around for another episode of Federico Talks Watches, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.